Next time a man say, "Can you cook?" Say, I can cook. I can make reservations.
I can make reservations.
Yeah, whatever
I
you
bring
want.
reservation to the table, baby.
What you want?
All right, y'all. Welcome again to another episode of Nobody Safe. It's J Danny. Remember me, it's J Danny.
All right, and I'm Elena Chantel on Instagram.
And I'm Yana. Y'all already know. Follow me on Instagram _Yana_S. And we have a special guest, G, the owner of Philly Cheesesteak. Yes, we have him here. Thank you for coming.
Yes, we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you for coming. So you know how we get started. We're going to start with our shots.
Shot o'clock.
You ready? Yeah.
I'm nervous. You know
No,
that.
yeah, take the shot.
I'm nervous for two reasons. One,
Why?
this is my first foursome.
Well,
And two,
Anyway.
I haven't drank in about a year.
in a year.
So you only need one shot.
This is all
We're
you
taking
gonna
your
take?
liquor
Yeah.
virginity.
This is all it's going to
I've
take.
been on some, healthy.
Oh.
So we're going to toast to wealth and health.
Yes.
Yes.
Grown ass women feed themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Get
We
it.
love
Get
it.
it. Now I brought two tequilas.
Okay.
One was from one of them young ladies,
Yeah.
and then one was an organic. They call
Oh.
it the skinny tequila.
Skinny tequila. I didn't even know they
It's
had
so
skinny
natural. It's
tequila.
one of them tequillas you can wake up in the morning right away.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know
So
that.
I
know
don't know
they
which
had
one you
skinny
bust, but
So if I'm
It
on a
was the,
diet, I
818.
can do like a skinny.
not so much the skinny doesn't mean so much diet. It means like you can just drink it and keep going.
Okay.
It's not heavy.
Is that the green one
That's
that
the
you were
green
talking
one.
about?
Yeah.
I haven't had green tequila. I'm very scared.
No, the green bottle.
Oh.
The bottle's green.
The bottle is green.
Okay.
I got you a bottle that was clear and a bottle that was green.
It tricked us. I thought it was green liquor in there.
No, baby.
The bottle.
You thought it was real
It's
natural.
organic.
I was
You
like,
thought it was from the
hold
earth or
Yeah,
something.
organic tequila. You know, tequila was one of the only liqueurs that like it's sort of healthy for you.
Really?
You have to really overdo it. It's just a very natural drink.
Yeah.
I thought like vodka was good for you. 'Cause,
Vodka's
like,
odorless.
oh.
The cops can't smell it, but tequila, you don't overdo it.
Yeah.
No hangover, especially good tequila.
Okay.
You learn something new every day.
Well, I'm
That's
glad
to
we
know.
took your liquor virginity after. Well, not virginity,
Okay, it's a renewal.
Yeah.
You was celibate.
but celibacy.
Soon as I-
Liquor
Yeah.
celibacy.
As soon as I hit that joint, I felt like a hoe.
Okay, you gotta loosen up a little bit. Okay.
This night might end somewhere else.
Yeah.
Magic City.
No, Magic City.
Somewhere.
This is the city for it. So
Yeah.
therefore,
Yeah.
You know it's popping right now.
Okay. Summertime, fine. Fact. But look, what we getting ready to get into?
We about to figure out what you do. Can you tell the people what you do?
All right. So
And how you got into
I'm a
it?
serial entrepreneur.
Cereal.
A serial. I've always been like, a go-getter since I was a little kid. My mom, used to always be like, what are you getting into? What are you doing? I was always bringing something home, some hustle. Always wanted to get to $1. And then it that love language of money, of liking nice things, started to obsess me, and I became just a really, really good, street dude.
Okay.
Oh.
I became like the number one, neighborhood, drug dealer.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And then it escalated. So
In Atlanta?
in Pennsylvania, Philly. I'm from Philly.
Philadelphia. Okay.
The whole Pennsylvania, actually. I'm one of them dudes that's
Oh,
wow.
I'm known in my whole city.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's like when I was young, I was like I constantly got in my own way because we came. It was three of us. One of us was a pro athlete. He started to he played for the Atlanta Falcons. And the other one was a soldier. So we all came from the same mom, the same toolbox. We had the same. We were instilled the same. Values. But I just used mine totally. In the streets, and to get mine the fast way. I used to say the ski mask way.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just you?
Well, I created a crew quick.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I lived in the projects.
Okay.
You know what the projects means, right?
The hood?
No, the projects.
Not the
projects.
hood.
You don't even know why they call
Low income.
So you don't even know why
and
they call it
subsidy.
projects.
No.
Well, we don't really
why?
call it the
do.
project
Why?
in LA.
Why do I know it's called a project?
Yeah, why?
From my understanding, it's a project because it's like not an experiment.
Yes.
Basically
Yeah,
that
it
though.
was a
It's
project.
exactly an experiment just to
Yeah.
see like how the low income housing and how it's gonna turn out.
Okay.
Well, yeah, a number of things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I lived in a project where they was just, and our particular project was a project where they tried us. They put us in a predominantly like upper middle class area. So they dropped this
What?
project and surrounded us with, white kids that, and, wealthy kids. And then we went to the same school.
Yeah.
So I was forced to go to the school, and you had like 10 pair of sneakers and toys and, you could get extra food at lunchtime. And I was like, holes in my sneakers and all that, So it like, early on I learned when I went to one of my friend's house, I was like, damn, you got toys and you got this and you ain't gotta like, sneak for food and, this is, and at that time, just something just clicked in me.
Were you bullied at school because of that?
Not at all.
Really?
I was an athlete. I've always been a little easy on the eyes. I've always been, good sense of humor. So no, I had it my way.
Your character.
I had it my way. So, but I just realized that I was in the middle of a project. You know what I mean? So, and I was just like, I'm getting up out of here.
Okay.
I went back there recently and did a video where I was just like, damn, that's where we started at in these projects.
Wow.
And now we got out. I took my kids there. I was like, yeah, this is where I grew
What's
up.
your kids say?
They couldn't believe it.
How many
Were
of
they
them do
ready
you
to
have?
go?
I have 4 kids. I have two sets. An earlier set, when I was,
Twins?
like a boy girl when I was, in the streets when I was young.
Yeah.
And then I went to jail for over 20 years.
Oh, wow. Over 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's a very, very, very. It was so different when you came out, huh?
Very different.
Yeah, what
Very,
time
very
frame was
So what
it?
happened was it wasn't a 20-year in a row, but it was a course of 20 years, and I only had a couple of little breaks in between. They call it doing 20 years on an installment plan.
Oh, wow.
Let me get
I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
get your little sip.
I didn't even know
What
the
is
system worked
installment
like that.
plan?
Yeah.
Installment plan is when it's the worst way to do 20 years because
What?
a lot of times when you do 20 years, you're changed.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I ain't going back.
Right.
Yeah.
When you keep doing 5, you come out, you have some success. You go back and do another 3.
They do that?
Well, no, you do that to yourself.
Were you like violating
you had
probation
to-
or something?
Yeah,
you had to
go back and
yes.
forth.
The worst kind of time.
Okay,
You
okay,
see these
okay.
people all the time. It's called recidivism, but
Yeah.
we call it doing 10 or 15 on an installment plan.
Gotcha.
And it almost stunts your growth more than
Yeah.
going away just for going, for
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
straight. Because when you come on 15 straight, you're like, fuck that, I'm done.
Yeah.
With me, I would go in for 4 or 5 years and come back out and be the man still.
Yeah.
I had the nurses. I was fucking the nurses in jail.
The nurses.
I was sending money home from prison.
Yeah.
I was walking around with $9,000, $8,000 in my pocket in prison with weed. Took me a celly that was insufficient and because you can only, one man can buy one of everything. So I would get like a broke couple of dudes and bring them in my cell and buy them TVs and buy them commissary.
Wow.
So I would have extra everything.
So you was living the life in prison?
Well, yeah, I kind of like, sort of.
That's crazy.
Right, we'll come home and be like, that ain't too bad. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I've heard people
healthier.
say that
Like right
before.
now, I'm 55.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
look good,
When I
too.
see a lot of 55-year-olds, they be ton up.
No lie, my pastor at the church told me that they used to go to prison to preach, and she was like, "This don't look that bad." And I'm like, "The prison don't look that bad."
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, because prison
Don't
and jail
get
is
it
two
bad.
different things, right?
Okay,
Prison's better
well,
than jail,
No,
I heard, or jail better
It
Better
all
than
it all
jail.
depends.
I heard
It all
that.
It
depends.
was one or the other.
I
Jail
heard
or
that.
prison,
I
prison's
heard
better than
that.
jail.
I heard that.
Jails are the first stop
Right.
before you go to prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in every state,
Yeah.
take Atlanta, there's a bunch of county jails.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then there's about 10 state prisons, maybe 6, maybe 7,
Right.
that are in, these, like up north,
Yeah.
down south, you know what I mean? Not in
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah.
These rural ass areas, they, put these prisons at. So usually when you go and you catch a charge for anything under a year,
Yeah.
little dumb shit, you go to county jail.
Yeah.
Some county jails are very, very violent because you
Yeah.
have mental health issues and people are just in and out.
Right.
But then when you catch any big sentence, any big time, then you have to go to
To
prison.
prison.
Right.
Yeah.
That's anytime over a year. Some states a year and a half, and for long periods.
Mm-hmm.
So they're set up different. Jail set up to do a couple months. Prison is set up to do long
Years.
Right,
stays.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So you have different programs. Most prisons are built like college campuses with a gate around. You can't go home.
Yeah.
Imagine being in college, and most of them. Imagine being at some of these girl colleges where no opposite sex, gated. And it's more mental now. Prison used to be, when I first went to prison, it was physical.
Right.
But
Yeah.
as soon as I went in, I remember going in there the first time, and I thought I was kind of tough.
Yeah.
I was the toughest in my squad.
Yeah.
So, but I did a really big. Maybe we'll come back and we'll visit this. I did a really big heist. So I did took $1 million worth of jewelry.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, took $1 million worth of jewelry. We got away with it and all that. But eventually, one of the guys that I told, don't buy shit. you know, and I was in Philly chilling, relaxing. They said, yo, you know, your cousin, you know, he bought a brand new car and he put rims on it and all that. So anyway, you know what happened? He got caught. We call it drawling. Why the fuck you drawling?
Right.
You know what I mean? He drawling intention. So anyway, he was drawling. He got jammed up, and they came and snatched me. And that was one of the, you know, like when I said doing them little stints here and there.
Right. Yeah.
Like that was one of the, you know,
Jail sentences.
Yeah, one of them jail sentences.
Yes.
So what brought you to Atlanta?
So what brought me to Atlanta? My brother. So I remember a long time ago, during one of them stints of being out, my brother had, like, you know, parallel went into the NFL.
Right.
So when he went into the NFL, imagine me, I was in jail at the time when he, you know, and I was sitting there with another inmate. We was in jail, and the draft was on, and it said, with the third pick of the such and such round, the Atlanta Falcons select Omar Brown. I'm sitting there eating oodles and noodles.
That's your
That's your brother. You in jail, you're really going to NFL.
I dropped the motherfucking oodles and noodles. I'm like,
I'm out of here.
so I'm like talking to the motherfucker in jail with me. I'm like, yo, that's my brother. He like, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, yo, that's my motherfucking brother, right? He like, so then he came up like a week later and all that. I'm like, damn, yo, your brother made it to the NFL. And then when I came home, he thought he was doing me a service. He gave me, like, bought me all these mink coats, all these clothes, bought me a convertible BMW and gave me all this cash.
Okay.
What he should have did was to come to Atlanta. Let's open up a business. Let's buy some real estate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But he put me, what he thought, you know, what I thought was like the hookup.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my bro, you ain't in the league. He put me right on.
Yeah.
I came right out the fucking prison into the halfway house with a mink coat and a convertible
And
BMW.
think you're doing something.
All the music was, I can feel it coming. I was right back in the game.
That's crazy.
I was right back in the game. You know, I remember
Yeah.
coming down to Atlanta and when I went back, I was just like, you know, I was in BMF shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
I'm
what I
about to say
mean?
that it sounds like a Meech story
Yeah,
right now.
BMF shit all day long.
Have you met
I-
Meech? 'Cause you said he was number one in the game.
So I met them guys, like, I'll tell you a story. Like, so at the height of their thing, they were just running around the city doing numb.
Yeah.
So I never, being from up north, we was like real geographical. So if you was from Philly on 54th Street, you couldn't go to 58th Street. That's just how you couldn't go 4 blocks off to the left or 4 blocks to the right. We was very geographical.
Stay in your lane.
Even the smaller cities took on that. If you wasn't from around here, don't come around here.
Yeah.
So when I seen my first incident, you know, my first, you know, seeing them guys was when I would come to Atlanta. They would be at the club and they would be buying the bar out and all that. I never seen that many. So they had the most people in the club, and they had the most guys. They had the most money. You could see it clearly, but they also had the most camaraderie. They also had the most respect. Like they was like, you know, coming through. They was teaching us how to have money and not, you know, and not use it to like to put the next man down, almost to bring him up. Like they would come in and buy the whole bar and be like, no disrespect on me, you know, just drink from the house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was in Miami one time, and
I
I
just saw the episode when they went to Miami.
I guess they might have lived in Miami.
Yeah.
They might have been down there all the time
Yeah.
because they had. It was one point that they got the key to the city. And I might be talking about some shit that y'all never even seen. This might be the next episode where they brought like. At one point they brought like animals to the goddamn club.
Oh my
like
God.
giraffes and lions.
I didn't see that. They had
I think I seen that in the documentary.
Well, anyway, but this story it fucked me up. This was my first really, you know, big thing where I knew they were serious. So I'm in the club and I had like a slew of young ladies around me.
Okay.
Some girls from Texas. You know,
Okay.
because you would go to the Memorial Day weekend, which is coming up. Back then, you know, every dude would be like, how much you taking? I'm taking 20. I'm taking 20. So we was taking 20 apiece. That's 40 bands just to fuck up.
Oh, wow.
The 2 seats over at the plane, you know, in the plane, the girls would be like, how much you make? And be like, I'm trying to make 10.
Okay.
I'm trying to make 15. They knew what they was going down there to do.
Right.
It was like, yo, you literally come up on a bad joint and you'd be like, what's up? She'd be like, you trying to mess my hair up? Give me 1,500.
No, you trying to make my hair up.
Yeah. You mess my hair up.
They trying to make it seem like it's a new generation. This been going on for a
This
long
been going on
time.
The girls was.
The game been going
I
on
would
for
be
a
coming
long
home
time.
broke. And the same girl that rode down there with
Come
me,
home with money.
she'd be like,
Not
how
going
much
home
you make?
broke.
She'd be like, I made 15.
Yeah, she hustling. She know what's going
I
on.
caught some niggas from
See, city girls
Ohio
ain't
that-
new.
Yeah.
Right. City girls ain't new.
Right.
So
Been
anyway,
there.
I'm down this motherfucker, and and we know that Meech and all them BMF is down there. We
Yeah.
just know that it's a slew of, as far as me, I'm in the street, so I'm like, but I'm younger than them a little bit.
Yeah.
Than some of the guys that are in that clique. They
Yeah.
were like 4 years older than me. So when you're 21 and somebody's 25, 26, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
22, 23, and they 28. So it was kind of like a little age
Yeah.
difference. But anyway, long story short, we in the club, and I never forget, it was called Club Opium. And the Club Opium is one
They still got Club Opium still open?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
this
wait,
club-
you talking about this was in Miami, right?
This is Miami,
So they got
yeah.
Oh, nah, they got
Miami.
opium
out there.
I didn't know
It's
that.
the Opium out there, and the club opened up. At the top of the roof opened up. It was one of them type clubs. So I remember, I've never seen this in my life, where like 30, 40 cars pull up, and they all like foreign. I'm talking about everything, rave. I was like a fucking girl out there, like, because I ain't no hater, and I was getting a couple dollars, but I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers, and they just kept
Big
pulling
body
up.
Benz.
So then they came, and then the motherfuckers had like briefcases with the handcuffs. So they had like two motherfuckers walking with them with the briefcase and the handcuffs. So I was like, damn, they taking $500,000 into the club.
That's
So
real
they
deal.
went into the
Crazy.
club, and the first person, like, you see him stop in the bar. Like, yo, they call it stop in the bar. We got it from here. And they pay for everybody's drinks. And the DJ, what BMF in the house, so all that. And then I was just like, and they come in so deep with the BMF shirts on. So they come on with them shirts. So you would think that they was gonna be like, but they're like, what's up? Passing
They was
weed
cool.
out.
Yeah, they was cool.
They homely.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
So this is where he left this imprint. This was smart. He went all the way up. Now he knew all the niggas like me and all the chicks like y'all would be down there for Memorial Day weekend. And we was the shit in Detroit. We was the shit in our hometowns. So we was gonna go back with this message. So in the middle of the club, in the middle of the night, the guy opened up the briefcase and he started taking wads of money out and start like throwing
it out.
Right. So at first, I was with some young ladies, and I didn't want to be emasculated, and the money was coming. I was just like, she's like taking it, they putting it. I'm just like sitting there like that ain't, I ain't, I'm not taking them people's money. It was coming so much. Where after a while we start. And it was middle of the night. Everybody was drizzed and drunk.
Wow.
As we started to make our way out into the club that night, we all started to realize that we all had this money. Everybody had money and all that. But we started to look like our real money was mixed with fake money.
Oh, it was fake money?
But the money, it was a picture of him, and it said, "In Meech we trust." It was a picture of him on the money.
Usher did that same thing.
This motherfucker had the picture of him. So back then, just how they did, it wasn't mad because they bought the club.
Yeah.
We smoked and we drank and we had a great time.
Yeah.
But that last wad of money where everybody went crazy and people took his money home. So everybody was in them hotel rooms the next day. Oh, I had a good time, went to Opium. This motherfucker threw money, but then that money became usable at his party. So if you had the Meech money down Memorial Day weekend, he threw a party. And what he did is he started to throw parties up against any celebrity. So Puffy was having a party with like like 4 of his artists. And it would be like for $80 or $200 to get in, cut lines and all that. He threw a party with equivalent to like that party with Jeezy and all that, and it was free.
Wow.
With lions and tigers.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Okay.
It was a different level.
Pretty,
That's
Yeah.
a time right
So that was the meat. That was the kind of like
that Meech ever sound fun?
Yeah, it was getting
Right.
Well,
money.
I have to ask you this real quick. Do you think it's worth it now that he's put away for all this time, all these years, knowing that you lived in that era, knowing what you've been through? Do you think what you did or what he did is worth it just to have that experience? Or you feel like
Well, in some cases, it's they call it the school of hard knocks.
yeah.
So he went to a school of hard knocks, got his education, and now look, he's monetized his son. And when he comes home, he can do anything. I was talking about him the other day. I was like, he can come home and just get a strand of weed called BMF.
Yeah.
He's in Detroit now. It's legal. It's gonna go boom. He can come home and be like 50 now. Let me tell you the real nitty gritty. If he's coming home in the next year or two, they said.
Yeah, folks waiting for Meech to come home.
So for some people, yes, and the whole thing is it's not about so much is it worth it. People don't change. That's what people get twisted. They think the average person that goes to prison changes. You don't change. You tire. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by tire?
What I mean by that is, so I'm out the game.
Yeah.
right? People, oh, Gordon, you changed. You got restaurants and all that. If I was 17 again with no felonies, with my knowledge, I may try my hand. I know how to get, I know how to get to a couple $1 million without little to no risk of going to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy no more. The felonies and the risk versus the ward is not cool for me.
Yeah.
But had I been 17, new energy, these motherfuckers got the game so illegal and so in a lock. It's very hard for somebody
So you
like
think
us to
people
come
can
up.
get away with that for real? You think people in the game really can rack up and get away with this and not go to prison, not go to jail?
Well, I'm gonna give you. I shouldn't be giving you this much game, but let me tell you something about the game and what people don't realize. So the game is thin ice. Anytime you do something illegal, it's thin ice.
Right.
And with these young boys, and you probably heard these young boys say this before, or your homies or your dude. I don't take risks like that. I don't fuck with no new niggas. I don't serve this, or I don't go out after 8 o'clock.
Right.
You see all the things that
The
he's
safe
saying.
way.
He's basically saying, see what he said? She said the safe way. Ain't no fucking safe way on thin ice. It's gonna break. Your success on thin ice is what? Get across it.
Yeah.
That's it. So you got to get across of it. It's gonna break. It can break, but can you help it break? Can you go out there and jump on it?
Yeah.
What we called earlier in this thing, drawing. Yeah, you can draw
Yeah.
and it breaks sooner, but I don't care who you are. People, I hear young boys being like, "Oh, I'm an elegant skater. I'm skating on the ice like this. It's not gonna break because I don't sell any. I only got a couple customers. Well, all it takes is that one customer to flip.
Yeah.
All it takes is somebody that customer know to flip. It's so easy. They call it the law of average for a reason.
Yeah.
So when you say, was it worth it and all that, we don't look at it like, was it worth it?
So is it about
You know what I
getting
mean?
to the goal quickly or just like
Well, if you're going to be on thin ice, you got to get across it.
quick?
Yeah.
Right.
And I would at 17, I know some quick things that I can I
Yeah.
can take one chance a year compared to go out there and hustle every day, killing my
Right.
people.
That's
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Makes
like I
sense.
said, I'm tired and I'm educated now, and I have 5 lucrative businesses. Now, all of them are doing their damn thing.
And that's
Okay.
good.
So I gotta
Congratulations
That's
to
the
that.
way to do it,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
You get that money and you
So,
make
Jesus.
investments and you go.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
good.
Let's take the shot.
Yes.
Shots
Yeah,
fired.
continue.
Shots fired.
So I got
Shots
another
fired.
question for you.
What was
Why
that?
did you get into the Philly cheesesteak business? Like, why did you open it? Like, what made you say, "Oh, I'm about to open
Okay, so-
Philly cheesesteaks"?
I came to Atlanta a couple, like years earlier in life, during the Super Bowl. When they went to the championship, and my brother was in the Super Bowl, and I was like, "Let's go get some cheesesteaks." And we went and got some cheesesteaks, and they gave it to us on a hot dog roll.
Oh,
And I just remember sitting there like,
It's not a
"What the
hoagie.
fuck is this?" Right?
Yes.
So then people was like, "Yeah, them joints, they good." And I was like,
It's on a hot
I was like, "This is what y'all call cheesesteak," and I always remembered that. It was etched in my my mind. And when I went to prison, I'm doing my push-ups. I'm writing a book, and they're like, "What you gonna do when you get out?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go to Atlanta and open up a cheesesteak restaurant. They ain't got no cheesesteak restaurants."
Oh, wow. Yes.
And so it was etched in, and people in jail was like, "What the fuck out of here?" I'm playing chess with people. They ain't get the fuck out of here. I'm playing ball. I'm having my girl. I'm like, "Yo, send me in business books." You know what I mean? So she's sending me in, all types of magazines that have, best franchise to open, and this how to open this, and all types of how to market. I'm over there, and I'm starting, and people are taking notice of this. They're like, "Gee, what you looking at?" I'm like, "Oh, I got this business book. You want to look at it? Yeah, let me hold that. Let me look at it." And the main books in prison are smut books. Nasty books. So they want porn.
No, I didn't know
Motherfuckers
that,
don't.
but yeah.
Yeah. People send. Yeah, that's a big market.
Really?
Everybody went there.
That
Yo,
is
send me
true.
some porn. Send me some pictures of
Yeah,
some.
my brother used to have.
People
me-
have their
yeah.
girls send them pictures of girls.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
but
do
I mean,
because they're
interesting.
men amongst men.
And it's
Yeah.
money. And it's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
So if I
And
get
they
like
can sell 'em.
if I get 100 prints,
That's so crazy.
That is very
right.
crazy.
Prison is not fun.
So anyway, I was. They used to call me Business Billy. I'm always,
Business Billy.
I played a lot of chess, and I did a lot of stuff, a lot of mind stuff. So when I came home, it was a lot of information that was passe and outdated. That's the one thing about prison; it robs you of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
The fucking cell phone.
It's
I
your
was
time.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like a cell phone. An average cell phone just to rent in prison costs maybe $500.
What?
Yeah.
They taxing
To
them in
own,
prison.
some of the phones cost $8,000, $5,000.
8,000?
Yes.
They
It's-
taxing them in
yeah.
prison.
Imagine you can bring somebody to life. If I'm in prison, I can't see nothing on a cell phone. I get to go right into my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I can see my kids account. I'll kill you for a cell phone. You know what I mean? And the guards, they be like, if I can sneak in 4 or 5 cell phones a month, they might make $20,000 a month.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's real crazy.
I think I sent my brother $300 for a tablet. And
I had a tablet.
yeah,
I
for
bought
a tablet. Yeah, and you got to pay
Tablet is
for the
just-
headphones and everything.
You get music, you can stream music and all that.
That's
But yeah,
crazy.
so that was I was just like, I knew that there was demand here. I knew that there was a lot of black folk here.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like,
In Philly.
here.
In
You
Atlanta.
don't understand about. I don't think you guys, you live here, but I don't think you understand. You know how big LA is?
I'm from
Yeah.
I mean, I
LA.
know it's
From
pretty
LA.
big.
So you have no big house, big California is.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, so you're not big New York.
I'm
Yeah.
from New York.
Yeah.
Okay. So New York got about 22, 23, 24 million people.
Yeah.
But don't most of them go to
got
Rikers
about
Island?
40. No, just check this out. California got about 40 million. That's 60 million people. Georgia got 12 million people. Do you understand that Georgia got more black people than New York and Cali?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put
Yeah.
together.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how many black people are here.
Yeah.
So I knew that. I was like, this is Africa. If I can come here, this would be like the most,
Beneficial
fertile
thing.
place I
Yeah.
could start
Yeah.
because the no's and yeses start with people that look like me.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, it was a guy or a girl who looked like me saying yes or no. Up
Yeah.
north, it was different.
That's
you
why I
know?
love Atlanta.
Up north.
Do you understand that when I was going for parole and they was like, "What are you going to do?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna open up a business." They was just like,
Nope.
"Get him, send him back and give him a 6-month hit for not
Yeah,
being
like, what are you talking about?
for not being organized or
Yeah.
not, they delusional they call it,
Yeah.
or just all types of shit. You know?
Because most of the time they want to make sure you have like somebody who can support you when you get home. You got
Well, they told me in jail they have you fill out 5 applications to like fast food restaurants to like qualify for parole. So if I fill out 5 applications to like McDonald's, Burger King, and this place and that place, then they say, okay, he's doing what he needs to do to make parole.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if I put down,
A business
I want to do a
plan.
business, I want to open this business and blah, blah, blah. I want to, I learned, air conditioning and heating here. I want to go home and, and do that. They look at you like you're
Yeah, because
crazy.
Yeah, you
it
think
seems
out
like
your
it's
mind.
hard because it's hard for people who come out of prison and jail to get jobs because they do background checks and all these
Felonies
things, and
and
it's like you can't
convictions.
get jobs.
Damn near impossible.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
impossible.
Damn near impossible. And guess what though? That's my school. I went to that university.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to catch myself when a motherfucker come in there talking about, just got out of jail, I did this, and I'm like, damn, do I want to put him around this situation? I know what type of situation this can be. And like I said, so it's tough. It really is. It's tough. So a lot of times, I recommend when you come out of prison, or I recommend for anybody, if you have a job, also have some type of business aspirations.
Yeah.
I was saying a poor mouth only has one hole to run in.
Yeah.
That motherfucking cat come in and get rough. If you only got one hole to run in and that shit, you fucked.
Yeah.
I seen how many people panic that had double degrees and they was, they would come into the market on their pedestals, and then when that pandemic hit,
It's over with.
oh my
It
God.
hit- yeah,
all
it
them,
hit everybody hard.
all them other private sectors and all them different other, jobs, and that shit dried up, and they was like,
They don't know what
Ain't
to
nothing
they
they can
don't know
do.
what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Look how the actors and actresses, they start,
They
Yeah.
just
know
do
what
too.
they do.
They went
Yeah.
on strike.
One
Yeah,
little DJ,
right.
one little DJ said, "Come on here, motherfuckers was going there dancing." What's that shit they was doing?
Oh, that
where-
online
Yeah,
DJ.
Yeah, the
social
Versus.
media.
Yeah,
Versus.
versus and motherfuckers. Was,
They needed that
You had
money.
celebrities
Yes.
like
Going
online,
crazy.
like,
Yeah.
they didn't know what to do.
I
you
love
know?
verses though.
I
But-
love versus.
What I did was
knew that.
I realized that the necessity game, food, people still had to eat.
Right.
People need a place to live. And then the clothing kind of like nobody was getting dressed and all that.
Yeah.
But people still had to put clothes on.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can still sell some damn t-shirts, socks, basic shit. You know what I mean? And then Atlanta was one of the only cities, entertainment. That
Yeah.
They added a fourth necessity. I used to go to this bar called Jack's. It was in off Highland, and the whole goddamn Atlanta. We was in there watching. They said, "This America shut down."
Everybody
we
in
was
the
that bitch,
club, in the
in
bar.
Atlanta, like, I
Yeah.
was like, "This is crazy."
Jacks or wax?
Jack's.
Oh, I don't even know about club
Yeah,
wax.
Jack's. Oh,
don't
no,
know
oh
about
my
that.
God.
Wax,
No.
isn't wax like a strip club?
I think so.
No, they
But
don't,
it shut
they don't,
down
they don't
now,
think so. What Club Wax was beyond.
They shut that down now,
Club,
but I
Club,
pass
Club
it all
Wax
the time.
was
That
beyond.
was like,
Over on
yeah.
Fall.
was
Yeah.
beyond a strip club.
Yeah.
Wax was different. That's what I heard.
Very
But I didn't
different.
know if it was still open. So
I don't know about
I
that.
just passed it, y'all. I don't know.
So basically, I heard that people who do come out of prison and jail, it is good for them to start a business because it's like the only way you can kind of make your own path, make your own way. But I'm surprised, like, how is it easy for you to start entrepreneurship or even get like a business loan or even start your own business when you're like coming from basically from starting from nothing?
Yeah.
Because it's the mindset. Like most people that come from prison are comfortable being uncomfortable. So we have a different grind, you know.
Okay.
And some of the people that I'm around, you know, some of the hustlers, I used to call them like the '80s hustlers.
Yeah.
We only sleep for 4 or 5 hours. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people like me only sleep 4 or 5 hours, and we're comfortable hearing no. You know how where you get discouraged after the fourth no, you like they ain't buying it.
Yeah.
Right.
I just keep next one will, promise you. You know,
Yeah.
that's our mindset. So when I came out, it was almost like, not what do I have to do? You know, it was more or less like, you know, show me, you know, basically the steps, and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, there was no question in it. So when I say, also, I don't have great expectations, meaning like I didn't come home and be like, I need to start a business that costs, you know, $250,000. I started businesses that cost $500,
Right.
$1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I would come home right now and I was in Atlanta, I got out of prison, guess what I would probably do? I would try to go and find a serious connect with hair, makeup,
Something lucrative.
anything that caters to women.
Yeah.
It's a city full of queens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would work my way up until I had an esthetician.
And we
you know,
love our
spa.
maintenance.
That's
okay.
true.
I would have worked all the way up to a goddamn esthetician spa. You know what I mean? And that's I could recommend any of y'all want some business. That is the line of work you want to get into right now.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Catering to women and their beauty and their
They love that out here.
Oh
It's
my
mostly women
God.
out here anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. And let's get into these topics.
First tell them where to find you, your
Yeah.
platforms, and where you're located.
Okay. Well, we all over Atlanta. I set this thing up inside a 400 block radius. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we on the streets. I like to start with Edgewood. You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we-
on Edgewood?
Yeah, we at the Sweet Auburn Curb Market. So that's where my first start happened.
Oh, really?
So I put a Philly cheesesteak there.
We stay at Edgewood.
And a water and a water ice business in there, like Philly water ice.
Really?
So then what I did is my 2 cooks from early on were Mexican, and they became my buddies. So I, like I said, they went home one weekend and they be like, brought some authentic Tijuana tacos back.
Oh, Tijuana.
So I was like,
Tacos.
yo, let's build let's do a restaurant. So
Yeah.
now we have Tijuana tacos inside there, and it just placed
Wow.
in top 10, Mexican restaurants.
Oh, wow.
So I combined the cheesesteak restaurant and the taco place together.
I'm gonna go over there.
Right?
Okay,
We
that's the
gotta
best place
check
to get
that
the
out.
tacos
Tijuana
in
taco.
Philly.
And my cheesesteak spot sold to a person called Matt Chews.
Oh no, I have a homegirl. She actually, I don't know if you know who ATP chef.
Yeah,
Chef. What's her?
She
name?
works in
At
there.
this point.
Yeah,
She's funny.
that's
Yeah.
my girl.
Yeah.
She gonna come on the podcast too.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
funny. She be like, "What's up, babe?"
Yeah, that's my girl.
She like, "What up,
yes.
nigga?" Yeah.
That's
good.
Yeah,
That's
for
my
real.
girl.
So she made me
Yeah.
some food the other day, right?
Yeah, me too. She made me some fried rice with some.
Yeah, she like, I'll hook some more for you.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers like to eat.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, that's my girl.
So now
I
Matt
love
Chew, I gave him, I made a deal with him,
Yeah.
and something that I didn't even own. I didn't even own the space. I owned the business, and I was able to sell it to him. He's
Yeah.
killing it right now.
Oh, that's
Wow.
dope.
Killing it right
That's
now.
dope.
Right, but I was able to sell that business for 6 figures.
Oh, wow.
Come
You
on,
want to talk
Hey.
That's
So
her
class, 6-figure business.
Well, tell them your
So that was my
Instagram,
first
so
time I ever made like 100 bands legally.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at the motherfucker.
Making
Shout out
that
to that.
money.
Let
I-
these folks know how they
I
can get in
was-
contact
I
with you
was-
because they want to know how they
On
get that money.
Instagram.
It's Philly Cheesesteak ATL.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'll be there, y'all. I know how it is. So
Philly Cheesesteak
make sure y'all
ATL.
go.
Philly Cheesesteak _ it's Philly_G_steaks.
Okay, period.
And it's fire.
Nah, okay, before I get into the topics though, I'm glad that you said you're from Philly because I'm not gonna lie, when my homegirl told me about these Philly cheesesteaks, like you said, they don't really have that in Georgia. So I was like, that ain't no good Philly cheesesteak.
They're gonna disappoint you every
I was like,
time.
that's not no good Philly cheesesteak. Like she be telling me about Philly cheese, but I'm like, no, it's not. Cause you from Cali. I'm like, girl, it's not good.
It's not the
But
same.
now that you say you from Philly, I believe that is some good Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And I did try the nachos nachos, and it was
Them
good.
nachos was fire.
So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll
I-
get that to you.
So
A little taste.
It's crazy because I went to, when I came home this last time, I went to go get like a bunch of jobs in all the restaurants up there.
Yeah.
So what happened was I started to just eat mad cheesesteaks. I learned the game from A to Z.
I mean, mad cheese.
All types. But what I realized was that back home they was giving up a lot of inferior work.
Yeah.
They was giving up like flank and skirt steak.
Yeah.
No one was 100% ribeye with it.
Oh,
So
wow.
we do 100% ribeye. I meant
Okay.
to like, if I do anything, I want the best of it. So
Yeah.
that's what got me in trouble as a young kid.
100%.
As a young kid, my mom was
You
like,
want the purest.
I never wanted to settle for anything
No
but the
bullshit.
best.
Fair.
So,
Okay.
and I was willing to risk my freedom for it.
Oh, wow.
So when we naturally
True
put
to
this
the
business
game.
together, I was like, let's get the best of the best.
Okay.
So usually when you eat anything that's beef, it's sourced from a bunch of animals. So you may eat a hamburger and it might be 400, cows involved.
What?
So if this one had this little disease, this one had them, antibiotics, this one had this in it, you're getting
You maybe
all
want to
of
go
it.
back vegan.
We get
What?
all our meat from one cow. So we make, we go buy the cow, make sure that it was, healthy, have all his medical records and all that. Then we start to, manufacture our ribs, our cheesesteaks, our hamburger. And it's
I
coming
haven't
from,
tried your hamburgers yet,
and
but
it's
I want to
coming
get
from-
to it.
okay,
I'm going to get to it.
I got you. And it's coming from one cow.
Oh, wow.
So
I need just to be the health
it
of
ta-
the cow.
so it tastes totally different and it's a whole different quality.
Yeah.
So and we use ribeye. So when you bust one of our joints, it's a real ribeye. It tastes like a steak that's thinly sliced. And then our bread, we ship. We go all the way to Philly to get this special bread called Amorosa Rose.
Oh.
So it's them rolls that are crunchy on the outside,
Yeah.
and then inside just
So
buttery.
that good
soft.
I
Philly
love the critique. I
cheesesteak.
love the whole perfection and very detail in the food.
Mushrooms,
because-
we don't get them from here. We get them from Pennsylvania. So in
mushrooms.
Pennsylvania, we have the best mushrooms in the world.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Italy comes to get mushrooms from.
Y'all better
Oh,
stop sleeping
wow.
on
Ready
these
to
Philly
Pennsylvania.
cheesesteaks and
Y'all
stop playing with
heard
this
it.
man.
I got the
So-
good
You hear he
one
got 'em
cow
very much.
Philly cheesesteak place, okay?
Okay,
and
Lewis.
that note, let's get to the top.
We about to get into the juicy. And we want to make
Yes,
sure.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on having a business partner? Would you prefer to have a friend as a business partner, or would you prefer to have like a significant other as a business partner?
Well, I'm starting to realize that every relationship should have an LLC. It should come with
Definitely.
a business agreement.
Yeah,
because-
I agree with
Because-
that.
You gotta have
Because
that.
men, especially men respect business more than they respect their
Right. We gotta
men.
make- how you
Men,
gonna benefit me?
like-
What we
like-
gonna
like
do?
women do?
Like,
What I'm saying is this: men, like they'll put their business relationship before their intimate relationship. So what I'm saying to you is, if they say to themselves, "My intimate relationship is like my business relationship,"
Yeah.
that's why, man, I'm about my business.
Yeah.
If you was about your fucking business, why the fuck you at the strip club trying to put your nose up that girl's ass?
I
Oh
agree with
my
that.
God.
Right, but if he looked at his relationship,
Like a business.
like a
business
business.
relationship.
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, women don't have to.
Right.
I wasn't saying you don't. But
Yeah.
you already take your both relationships like it's business.
And I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Men don't.
You're saying that you think it's better to do it with a spouse, but people are saying that they don't like mixing business with personal.
I didn't say better to do it with a spouse. I said my experience is I trust women
Your
have been more,
significant other.
women have been more loyal. Women are more loyal because they work with less feelings and emotions when it comes to the jealous part of it. You know what I'm saying?
So you just rather work with the opposite sex, or you rather?
And then sometimes with men, you have to work with a man you love, meaning like that man has to be your
You
brother.
have to trust them.
Yeah, your brother has to be your brother.
I feel like that should be the same thing for women, because women will backstab you and go around you and do all type of stuff to take advantage of whatever opportunity that you gave them. You cannot trust every woman that you love.
I said my experience. I'm very good with opposite
You're
sex.
right.
You
Share
know why?
experience, right.
One thing with me, I've learned at a very young age. I was raised by women, so
Your mom is a
my
woman.
mom, my aunts, and they told me, they said, listen, they told me early, they don't ever lie to a woman, and you straight. I said, what you mean? They said, just don't lie. to
Men
her.
know for real,
They
'cause when a
can-
guy keep it
Yeah.
real, it's like
if
you
you at
keeping
the
it
movie,
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because at that point they
They
get
know
to-
what's up.
They get to do it that truth.
Yeah.
Once, and it's like
Okay.
But you hate when you be like, I don't know if this motherfucker
Man.
lying, if he telling the truth.
Yeah.
But if another
That's
nigga,
so
you like,
true.
that nigga
Yes.
Yeah, he
don't
gonna
lie.
lie.
Fucking lie.
He gonna
Yeah.
No, but if you got a nigga that don't lie, you like, that nigga don't lie.
Yeah, he
Where
don't
you at?
lie.
Yeah, she sucked my dick.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
you
we gonna say.
You like, I
We
know what
love
I
an
got.
honest man.
No, we
Yeah.
do. Women
Yeah.
love. I
We
do
love
not
honest
understand why
men.
men who are cheaters feel like they gotta lie to the sideline and make a whole story.
Yeah,
of
just
all
be
these
real.
lies.
That's
Like
so
be
childish.
real. You don't
Yeah.
have to lie.
We
Be
adults.
honest.
And my other twist
What you
with
scared
women
of?
is I'm like, don't never have to like if you still love me
Yeah.
and I still love you, then we can pass everything.
Yeah.
I agree.
What the fuck? I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
you did. I still
Yeah.
love you. You love me.
This
Yeah.
is love.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
minute you don't love me and all that, let's get
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
exactly.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think
Go
most
either
women
way.
So
are
many
get-
people in the world.
Yeah, most women get
Right.
mad because they're blindsided and they don't know what's going on and they feel like they're lied to.
Right. So
Because they're like, when did this happen? How I didn't know about it? Now they feel like you don't love, like you said, they feel like they're not loved
You can't be
anymore.
trusted.
Yeah, you can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But if you came and had that honest conversation and said, listen, this is what happened and what we want to do, where we gonna go forward, and she might be
Yeah,
like,
honest nigga.
okay. And then when the
like
other girl
that.
come to her and be like, your man did this and that, you be like, well, my man told me already, so what's up? Like I already
He
know.
an honest man.
and the other
Yeah.
thing is coming in. I don't think a lot of men put that menu out. I lay a menu out and I'm like, this is what I'm advertising on my menu.
Yeah.
This is what I can deliver on.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks down the line, if she asked for some calamari, I'll be like, I didn't even have that on my menu.
Yeah.
I didn't even advertise.
You
that.
gotta be straight up.
Yeah, this is what I advertise. You
I
know?
agree.
So
I agree
that's
with that.
key. That
We
is
love
key.
that. We love
Yeah.
an honest man. If don't nobody give it up, I'm gonna give it up because we love an honest man. But
Well, okay, so quick question before we move on to the next topic. You don't get tired of seeing your significant other every day if you're working with them. Wouldn't you prefer to have like a friend, a buddy, and then you can
Well,
go
I-
home to your wife and it's like you can separate that and be at peace when you're home instead of always talking about business?
I'm able to turn that shit off. So when I go to the office or I go to the gig or the job, if my significant other is there, I'm able to like look at her as like a nigga and like she working.
that's your friend.
Yeah, you have
know?
to be friends.
That's
like,
your
I'm like, look, we
friend.
done talking about business. Let's
Okay, let's
Ladies,
jump
what
into
y'all prefer? Y'all prefer y'all business partner to be y'all man?
I
or
want
you
to be in a business with my man. Like,
That's a
let's
goal.
make
That's
some money.
dope.
Like, what
That's
is
dope.
we doing?
Yeah.
Drop it in the
'cause-
comments, y'all. Let us know what y'all would rather do.
It's nothing like in the middle of a business meeting, you be like, go to the bathroom.
No, go there, go
You know what I
Go to
mean?
the
Or
bathroom. Yeah.
and at the same time, it's nothing like at the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you've settled down and all that, you like, damn, what do you think about earlier? This and that,
Yeah.
How did you
and-
feel about this?
Right,
Like, what they said.
and compared to I come home and I'm like,
Mhm.
and you're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, or you like, who you talking to? And I'm like, and me and her been on the phone all fucking night, you know what I mean? Because it's my business partner.
Right.
And you like, wait, I'm like, you wouldn't understand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
That's
she
the
becomes,
that's the wrong response though. I don't like
but you
that.
wouldn't.
Who
You know what I
wouldn't?
mean? You've been taking care of the kids, the puppies. You don't.
I
know
don't
what-
like your response,
right,
regardless
right.
of what I'm taking care of.
What I'm saying is that's what happens. You wouldn't understand.
That's really how
you
guys
wouldn't understand
respond.
the intricate
Yeah.
parts of it unless you were there.
I don't care how they respond because my questions is always going to be a follow up. I want to make sure that you tell me everything that I want to know, and I don't understand what's wrong with that kind of communication.
No, nothing's wrong with it. I just said that would you run into problems with sometimes when you don't have your significant other working with you?
So I'm asking you.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you don't have somebody working with you, y'all work two different jobs, whatever the case might be, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is that you're doing all day, who you talking to, why is it a problem for you to explain to me who you talking to and what you're doing?
It becomes you become lost, especially with my
Who?
business. If my significant other wasn't around me in all these different restaurants, she would never understand the problem with Red.
Then
the
tell
cook.
me.
Yeah.
Right, or or this or that. Yeah, I got you. I mean, I'm. That's fair to tell you, but what I'm saying is, for me, what you said earlier made a lot of sense, and it rings true. You want to work, or you want to know exactly what's going on with your significant other when it comes to business.
Is that how y'all feel?
Yes.
Y'all feel like y'all need to just make sure y'all man doing his business and you doing your
I
business.
want to have
And
a
you don't
business
need to
with
know
the
nothing.
person that I'm working with. I want to
But
make
if
money
you're
with
not
him.
working with him, are you okay with him like doing whatever his business is and you're not, and you doing whatever your business is and he don't tell you no details? Y'all
No,
don't
I
share
wanna know
nothing.
No, I
details.
want to be in
I
the
wanna
business
be-
with him. That's
If
how
you're
I
not
think.
in the business,
If you're
though.
not, but I would-
That's my goal. Though. I can't be like that.
Think
like,
of it outside of that though. I'm asking you. Like if you were not in the
I
business
want
with
to
him,
know the details.
I want to know the
I wanna
details
know the
too.
details.
Yeah, definitely.
You should. I just want you to feel
But-
like you could talk to me about anything.
Exactly, but he doesn't.
But you
feel
probably
that
won't
way.
understand because you're not in the business. Like,
No, I will understand anything that you talk to
yeah,
me
but
about. Yeah.
business minded though. Some females don't care about business. They just asking questions just to ask.
And
like,
if you
where
want
you
to
been?
But you
women-
still trying to talk to your man about whatever he want to
But
share
it's a
with
pointless
you.
conversation if we.
That's
you
just
know-
asking how was your day.
Yeah,
So
basically.
now that I'm thinking about this, I want if I'm dealing with someone, I want them to be a part of my business.
They have to want.
Y'all not being realistic. A lot of men have their own business, and their wife is not a part of their business. And
Right.
but the wife wants to feel like they still can help in some type of way, whether it's mentally or maybe they might help. Like they might need to run for you and get
Like
something.
decompression,
Yeah,
you know,
anything.
That is true.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like-
that's still helpful.
Yeah, make
But-
yourself useful. I was
You
just,
have
Yeah.
to make yourself
I was
useful. That's
suggest-
right. At the
I
end
would
of the day, make
suggest
yourself useful.
his
Yeah.
business is his baby.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that you be like, "Can anything I can do? I can help you."
Please.
Like, that's what gets
You
my
need a
attention.
foot
Yeah,
rub,
exactly.
anything you need,
Yeah.
I got you.
The foot
Yeah.
rub definitely.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm giving you back rubs, all types
Anything
of
you
shit.
need. Yeah.
I'm very like, I'm probably hard as hell to be with. You know what I mean?
He said, "No, I'm thinking
Now
about
that
it."
you
Like,
think about it,
he's like, "Hold on, wait."
Yeah, because I demand a lot. I come up in that bitch and like, what you do today? You know.
A woman,
I-
shit, I ain't been working all day. I ain't
I
doing
apply
nothing.
pressure. I'd be like, look, this is what I did. You know what I mean?
Okay, tell me more
And I'd be
about
like,
it.
here,
What you
take
need
that
me
for
to
you.
do?
I'm like, yeah, what you do?
As long as
today?
he come
You know what I
home
mean?
and there's food on the table.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
The
have to be
bills
able-
are
a woman only has to
paid.
Well, he
make
on
one.
the food business. He
A
gonna come
woman
home with the
only
food.
has to be able to make one thing
What?
that starts with an R.
What?
I give you $100 if you guess it right now.
If it starts with an R,
Yeah.
R.
ooh, we got
Starts
10
with an
seconds.
R.
R. It starts with an R.
It's not rest.
Not rest. Be real.
R.
Respect.
No,
Respect.
I said no. A woman has to be able to make this. Like I said, woman ain't got to be.
Rasta pasta.
What is it?
Rasta pasta.
No.
Everybody
close,
don't like
close.
Rasta pasta.
Start with close. We start with R.
Roast.
It's not Rotel. It's not.
Think about this. Here's the hint.
Not Rotel.
Here's the
You're
hint.
fool for real.
So the only thing that a woman has to be able to make in today's age starts with an R. And think about it. You guys have jobs.
Revenue.
No, you have to. It's
Not revenue.
I'm trying to get R words in there.
So when you cooking and all you making shit, the only thing you have to be able to make, I'm gonna tell you because you.
Ribs.
No.
What you say?
Ribs.
That's a
No.
good choice, but no. Because
Roast.
I said roast. I'll take my word.
Come on,
Imagine
I
I
don't
come
know
home.
nothing with an R.
Imagine I come home and I'd be like
Rice and peas.
Ooh, imagine I come home and you be like, and I'd be
Rotisserie
like,
chicken.
Rice?
Ooh, I love rice, but imagine I come home and I say,
Restaurant-y. I don't
and I
know.
Restaurant. Ravioli.
That's what I'm trying to think
so I
of.
come home and I say, I'm hungry. And he said, what you want, baby? And I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower and I want you to make Make a what?
Rump.
Like rub your back?
No,
Rump?
make reservations.
Oh my God, you're using big words.
No.
You're talking Oh my
No.
God. You're not telling us
Listen.
because we were not
Listen,
thinking about
you ain't gotta cook. And you can make anything you want
That's
with
cool,
reservations.
reservations.
Just,
Okay,
just
that's
be able to make
easy.
a,
I
be able
can
to make a
make
mean
reservations.
reservation. That's the only thing I
about
demand my
that.
joint
That's
better to
easy
make.
peasy.
You better be able to make a mean reservations.
So, okay.
So if I want steak, make the reservation.
So if your woman is working with you as a business partner, you
I
still
wanna
want her to
save
be able to
money.
come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids,
no,
all that
hell
stuff.
no.
Okay,
That's
cool.
some old prehistoric.
Okay. Get to the
Okay,
next
all right,
topic,
let's
we
go to
get
the
to
next
this
topic.
or
We
that.
gotta go. We gotta
Most
go.
women ain't gotta cook this in today's age.
That's good. I'm glad.
Reservation.
Reservation.
Yeah.
All right.
Next time a man say, "Can you
Reservations.
cook?" Say, I can cook. I can make
I
reservations.
can make
Reservation.
reservations.
whatever
I
you
bring
want.
reservation to the table,
Yeah,
baby.
What you want?
What you bring to the table? Reservation.
or fucking be like, yo, you know what I make good? He be like, what? I make a mean reservation. What you want?
He gonna be
Anything
confused.
you fucking want. No, he
gonna be
ain't.
Anything you want. We
I
can
can do it.
All right, last
do-
topic, y'all. Last topic. Let's get.
I can do a good ride.
Which I call it.
A good ride. Jazzy.
Did you just go left?
He went left.
All
right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
They got looking into you,
You on
girl.
the west side?
East side.
Yo, she
All
got
right.
me drinking. She got Philly G drinking.
Yes.
Philly
Okay.
cheesesteaks, y'all.
Y'all, we gotta hurry up. How do you know that your woman or a man is a keeper? Like, what do they do to make you know, like, oh, this is the one that I need to keep around?
You go first. You got a few seconds.
We all got to talk about it. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So for me, like, I feel like you never really know, like,
what makes a man a keeper?
Yeah, I feel like you never really know right off the bat. But for me, I feel like it's just making sure you give me my love languages, like making sure, like, I like reassurance and I like acts of service. So if you're doing that in the beginning, then right now you're a keeper.
Yeah.
And if you're consistent with it, you're the keeper.
Yeah.
You know. So
reassurance and acts of
service. That's my love language. And if you're doing that consistently, it's been a few months and stuff like that, man, you're a keeper right now. And if you're being consistent, then you know you're a keeper. Obviously, I feel like a man knows. Yeah. You know, like
they don't know.
Yeah. They don't know. They say a man knows who.
I'm a man's man.
You a grown man.
I teach a lot of young boys, and what I like, it's a exhaustion meter. Mm-hmm. And keepers, it's not exhausting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If that shit is just so easy,
it's a choice.
It's like when I go high, you go low.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm already getting your shit, you know what I mean, your coffee, you know.
Yeah.
If it's like, this is a must. Like, so what
it's
the
forced.
Super, you know, and so what the pussy is this? Because I tell some people all the time, if we have great sex, it can last for 2 hours. Great sex, 2 hours. Super sex for 3 hours. What the fuck is you doing with the other 21? Mm-hmm. You still got 21 hours, and that's what's big for me. So during them 21, if it's not exhausting, if you go with your gut feeling. If it's just so, if people say, "How long y'all been together? A couple years?" and you be like, "No,
I just met
months."
this person. Whatever.
You know, like that's kind of but
it brings peace.
But if this motherfucker is fine, and just nailed you to the cross, right? And it's just
beat me through the bed.
Yeah,
wings. We arguing about this and all that. That relationships end how they start.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
My mom told me that all the time. How you meet them. No. Yeah, how you meet them. How you lose them. How you get them is how you lose them. You meet them in the club, you're gonna lose them in the club.
And I'm big on you land where you're supposed to land.
Yeah.
So don't sweat it. You know your shit might have supposed to come at 32. Hers might come at 37.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Don't say 37.
Trust me.
I don't want to be 37.
Trust me. There's some 37s.
I want to be 32.
That found that right nigga, and it's like blissfully happy.
Tell them the ovaries that
I want to have babies.
Done.
Well, there's some chicks that's 22. That's like, oh, I wish I would have waited.
I want to have
you know what I
baby.
mean? So you
so
land,
find peace, basically.
You land where you're supposed to land.
Yeah. All right, Jazzy, what you think? What makes a man a keeper for you, honey?
What makes a man keeper for me is somebody who don't make me cry.
I'm crying.
Don't make me cry. Not for real, y'all. I'm hella emotional. I'm a Virgo, so I'm hella emotional. So I need peace. I need gentleness. I need happiness, laughter all throughout the day. But when it comes to what makes you a keeper, I need trust.
You need love. A lot of stuff, sis.
I need a lot. I'm very needy. I'm a needy bitch.
What if this man is hitting on every essential need? You know, taking care of you, or hitting all the love languages, but he isn't yet. It's been a year and a half. He is yet him by himself to make you orgasm.
No.
Then what are we doing? We ain't gonna make that far.
No.
But I'm just trying to figure.
It's a year and a half. This motherfucker is like, he's gotten close. He's great with everything. But
if you don't get me there about a second.
Huh?
By the second.
By the second time, boy, I ain't wasting my time.
You get him a one try, but the second time you better get it together.
Okay, the first time I give you a
first 2 times you fucking wooed him. He's like, I came. That shit was fire.
And that's cool and everything because I'm gonna do that anyway. But
right.
I'm just letting you know.
Do that anyway.
It's more than that. I need to be happy and love at peace. I need to make sure I can come home and be like, you know.
Okay, what about this? In the same breath, what if a nigga is? I'm talking about. They can hear you down the street.
I don't want
they can hear you down the street.
They can hear you down the street.
What?
I'm conservative.
Yeah, they can hear you.
I'm conservative.
They can hear you down the street.
They got those spider senses. The spidey senses.
This is the second month in a row this nigga don't got his half of the rent.
No. Not no more.
We don't do broke boys.
No.
We don't do broke boys.
No.
But he's washing the dishes.
They don't do broke
you can see his dick from the back.
We don't do broke boys.
I wash my own dishes. It's so many dicks I can see for the back. And I don't care about.
What about this? This
guy
is fucking paid.
Not too much. You can't be
This guy's paid.
You got a lot of like scenarios of these.
Paid, nailing you to the cross. But
what?
You can't get 4 words out of this motherfucker sometimes.
He
He's
talk
just-
to him.
I
We can work
can't
on
We can't
that.
get 4 words out of him.
He just quiet. I can work with that. I can deal with a quiet person.
I cannot.
I can deal with a
cannot.
quiet
I need
person.
to have somebody I can communicate with. I need the communication.
communication,
Like I can't do
absolutely.
it.
like you suck this dick or you do whatever. He like, thank you.
No, not working. You better communicate.
If you ain't saying nothing in the last 10 seconds,
So wait,
you gotta go.
he
Yeah.
got money and he good to you,
So,
but he just quiet.
He just
I
to
don't care.
himself.
You
He's
can be
to his
quiet.
fucking self.
If
No.
that's what you
You
like,
be
baby,
quiet.
then that's
Nope.
I mean, I don't mind. I love communication, but if
At the
that's
cookout,
what I got
your
to pick
girlfriend,
from,
your girlfriends be like, that man don't say shit. Be like, nah,
that's fine. He don't need to say
Nah,
shit to
talk
you.
to me.
Okay, he
Right.
don't need to say
Right,
nothing
right.
to you. He don't need to
So
talk to
she
me. He
like
don't
that.
need to talk to you.
How are you in Atlanta? That's all I care
And he's
about.
quiet
Yeah.
because he don't need to know.
He
You need to
want
know.
He want these niggas. He want
We
these niggas.
good. Yeah.
She said,
What
no,
I'm
we
getting
good.
at is,
We good.
What I'm getting at is, it's hard to find somebody that has
It is,
perfect.
y'all.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a
It
good
is
person
hard to
out
find a
here for
perfect.
you.
You gotta find somebody who can deal with
what
their
you
flaws.
do is, so what you do is, when he fucks up the first week and he got that bread, be like, yo, explain to me how.
What you gonna do
work
for the
40
next
hours.
time?
You
No,
give
no.
him a chance.
I done dealt with a
not no
dude that
chance.
said he was gonna do something,
Not
ain't
no
do
chance.
nothing.
No, a chance is letting him fuck up
Shoot.
again. You
No.
say, if that's his weakness, say, look, get it directly deposited. Don't get the fucking check and stop with your boy yet. You see what I'm saying? You went to like give him a second chance. No,
Pause.
fix and help with the problem sometimes.
What, giving him money?
No, helping him like what?
Helping him out?
Yeah,
can
definitely
help
help. I
him.
definitely believe in helping a
So-
guy,
so
but I'm
by
not about to
telling him-
build a man. You need to like.
So let me tell you something where I'm gonna give you guys that you don't realize this. You're in the hardest place in the world for black women right now.
In Atlanta?
There's never been a more concentrated girls that look like you.
But
here.
tell me how.
How what?
What's so hard about it? Like,
Because
I
we're in
wanna know.
Atlanta and the guys are
Because
gay,
what
or
happens
guys
is
are...
your chances of in Philly is 1-on-1.
Yeah.
For every girl I know, there's a guy.
Yeah.
Here there's not.
It's a lot of women out here.
One to 10.
So I would bet my life on it. And you spent 1 week in Philly, you're coming off the market.
I'm from Detroit, baby.
Well, Detroit's a little different. I just was in Detroit.
New
But
York is a lot of people
about,
too. New York
I'm
got
talking
fun.
about a million. Anyway, men get off the plane here and their shit goes up.
Yeah.
A 6 will think he's a fucking 10.
Yeah.
Women that come here as a fucking 10 and have to go to a 5 because
Yeah.
there's so many.
That's
of
true.
So
them.
we got to settle for broke boys or something?
No, I ain't say that. What I'm
In
saying
Atlanta.
is, so what I'm saying is,
trying to figure
understand.
out.
There's a threesome that most people don't ever have. They've got wisdom and knowledge, but they don't have fucking understanding.
Yeah.
But the first 2 is nothing with understanding.
That's
So
facts.
sometimes when you're here, understand that you can get career, you can grab a lot of things in Atlanta, and it's some pluses for being here. But the con is, it's not you.
Yeah.
It's these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can trick yourself sometimes and be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Or why can't I get
Yeah.
a man? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where the fuck
Too
you
much
at.
options out here in these streets.
I was telling my motherfucker the other day, so I can buy this water up the street at
I
Restaurant
saw
Depot.
that when
Yeah.
you posted that on Instagram.
No, this is another one. So this is another jewel. But this water costs like 11 cents up there at Restaurant Depot. I can buy bulk. When I take it across the street to my restaurant, I sell the same motherfucker for $2.
Yep.
If they slide it just one more 100 feet to the golf course, it's $5. And
$5.
$5
they-
that little
if
thing
they
on an
throw it-
airplane or something.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Same situation.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that where we're at right now, and you're in the meantime, that this is not a true testament of who the fuck you are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's these lame ass
It's
niggas
the area that we in.
and these bitches that will
Do anything for
look
nothing.
just like you. And I'll holler at you on Monday, and you be like, "Well, let's go to dinner. Let's do this," and you'll give me a nice slow
Whole
roll,
little, yeah.
and the other girl will be like,
You ain't got to do shit.
"Let me get,
You got to do
$100."
that
Cause she
shit.
ain't like
She
me.
but she looked just like
She
you.
looked like me, but she ain't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with men, they be like, "Oh, it's an easier route,"
Yeah.
and so it puts some
So
obstacles.
what
and
would
some-
make a man settle with a woman then if they got so much options? Like, what is gonna make a woman stand out?
It's hard here. It's hard here. I'll be honest with you. It's hard, but not impossible. But it's hard here. It is. It's hard here. When all you go back home, you feel like you the shit more.
Yeah.
As soon as you go home, you're like, damn, she came here from. Your
Yeah.
stock goes up. When we go home, our stock goes the fuck down. I don't
Yeah.
give a who you are. If you a dude, you know Atlanta is privy to like,
Yeah.
you can throw a rock behind your back and hit a bad bitch here.
when you in Atlanta,
Facts.
it's so many bad bitches out here in Atlanta, and we love y'all so much.
You keep
that's
I
it.
keep knocking this shit
liquor,
down.
girl. You need to stop
But
drinking.
You know
it's
what they
okay.
say, right? So,
I'm
so she can get knocked down too. You know that's
Wrong.
That,
Is that what that means?
yeah, that's what that means.
Is that what that means?
I'm just clumsy, been clumsy since I
Not
was little.
clumsy.
She knocking shit down.
I ain't worried about none of that. But I do agree with the whole thing in Atlanta. Like, it's a lot more beautiful women in Atlanta, and I feel like women should take advantage of that because it's like so many. Like, the ratio is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy.
Like, it's so much better for the women. And so, therefore, girls,
So have an air about yourself. Because we recognize that. A real nigga recognizes
They
a
do.
girl for air.
they do. Don't settle for
Like
less out here,
almost
y'all.
like, you know, if you feel like you're a 7, walk around like you're a 9.
At least
You know,
a
the air. You know what I mean?
Girl,
That-
have
Not
some
perfect.
confidence. Don't settle,
Right.
honey.
Okay, I'm telling y'all. It's
Period.
out
Let's do
here.
this and that. Let's
Yeah.
get to
Hold on. Can we finish
it.
these? Can we get to it?
Let's
I'm
get
scared for you to
it.
drink anymore,
I
'cause-
know. I need to go with you. Where you
Okay.
going?
The table is wobbly. We done poured so much tequila.
I know.
Not only is it wobbly, but I'm also very clumsy, y'all.
Come on, let's toast one more time.
One more
One more
time.
time.
This is
Cheers,
to-
no,
no, this is to It's always a treat when pretty motherfuckers meet.
Okay.
Cheers.
Yeah,
All right, we're gonna do a little this and that real quick, okay? And we don't have no time for no let me think about it. Depends.
You gotta just go.
You can eat yes or no. You ready?
I'm tequila up now. It's
All right,
all
gonna be
good.
ready with it.
Oh,
All right, okay.
These is getting deep. So
Right.
You ready?
Yeah, button
Let me
it
know.
up. Zip it up.
Go ahead,
Zip
put
it
it
up.
together.
Yeah.
Sweatsuit on. You
Still
ready? All
pop.
right. So, would you rather accidentally send a naughty picture to your kids or to your business partner?
To my business partner.
Okay, that's safer.
Yeah, they're women.
Okay. Would you rather give up sex or give up food?
You gotta hurry up. Pig.
Food.
Okay, come
oh,
on.
you gonna be starved?
gonna starve?
You ain't gonna have no energy.
No, sex is food.
All right, now. All right. Number 3 is, would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or would you have them walk in on you having sex?
On them.
Okay.
You said what? On
Yeah,
them?
yeah, I wouldn't
You'd
mind
rather
that.
walk in on them?
Yeah, I just be hey, all right,
Me
turn
too.
right
I'd rather
around.
walk in
Yeah.
on there.
Because you know that they did it. That's why you here.
I
So
would not want my
that ain't
mom.
new
It's probably gonna be
information.
bored anyway. They gonna be
Yeah,
doing shit.
That
Yeah,
sounds
man.
traumatizing.
They be like,
All right, number question
I knew
is-
she was a slut.
I'm crying.
All right.
That girl was sucking it. I can hear my mom
Okay,
now.
I'm telling you, your parents should be like,
Right.
oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. Would
My
you
dad would be looking at you all for the next. Yeah. I mean, so nah.
What you talking
That
about?
sounds embarrassing.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
embarrassing.
I don't even want to talk to you for the next few days.
Yeah.
Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with a murderer or a cannibalist?
Ooh.
Somebody who's going to kill you or somebody who's going to eat you?
I was already in a cell with a murderer, so yeah, murderer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. I remember told me I said, what you in there for? He was like, and I looked at his paperwork. He decapitated
He decapitated somebody?
2 people. 2 people set his off. I'm up in that motherfucking room with
He's a
him.
psychopath.
Right. So it took me a minute to where it was a big white boy.
Oh, yeah, they really don't give a fuck.
But I wore his ass down after like 2 or 3 weeks in there. I was like, oh, you a teddy bear. You just had a. It was a crime of passion. He came home. He heard his wife being fucked.
Yeah.
He said he sat down there and like listened. And then he said he got the shotgun. And he
Have y'all
telling
heard
me-
about crime of passion and act of God?
Yeah,
Yeah,
crime of
people-
passion. They black out.
Yeah, they black
So be
out.
like, and then they come back to themselves. So
it's, it's all about.
but I
like,
was scared
love
of
and
his
bliss.
crime.
Yeah.
And he's big white boy. But 2 weeks later, this motherfucker, I was like, yo, man, I had that nigga sleeping on the top bunk. And I was like, be quiet in there. You crying at night,
As long as he on the top bunk, because the bottom bunk you don't know. But
He was on the bottom. He had the whole cell. I came in there, I was like,
Yeah.
you're going into a cell with a murderer. They had punished me.
Yeah.
I got caught having sex with a nurse. So they sent me to one of the roughest jails in Pennsylvania.
What?
Yeah, it was called.
I look at things like that like manslaughter because it's like it's out of act of passion, but still, like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but he still, that motherfucker.
Okay.
Still
You did what
blacked
you
out.
did.
Yeah, when
You
you
still
go
got to cut somebody. You gotta like, I asked him. I said he had to like.
I heard you
You
gotta
know?
cut him like this. No, like this. Not
I
like
don't
this.
know. He
gotta be like
he
this.
decapitated. He took their heads off.
Like
and then,
OJ did Nicole. Are y'all ready? All right.
Anyway,
so,
go ahead,
Would
yeah.
you rather would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend name?
My exes. That's
Good answer.
That's a good
You can cut
answer.
either way.
Because
Can't
your
go back
friends
from
men
But
play with.
that's a good
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, my ex was
Yeah.
Next question. Would you rather have the face of OJ Simpson and the body of Rick Ross? You know how Rick Ross built?
Okay.
Or would you rather have the body of O.J. Simpson, you know how he built, and the face of Rick Ross, who looks like an old man? Rick Ross looks like an old man. I don't care what nobody say. He look like my granddaddy. I don't care if he is 45.
I don't want the gut and the big body, so I take the good body and I can work with my face.
You want O.J. Simpson's body and you want Rick Ross' face?
Yes.
I can take that.
Yeah.
Too. I deal with that.
Yeah.
And then you got would you rather be funny but really stupid, or would you rather be boring but really smart? Let's be dumb and stupid.
What?
My nigga dumb and stupid.
I like that.
Yo, nigga,
I don't want to be
Nah,
boring.
oh.
Yeah, I don't want to be boring. I want to be.
Don't want to be boring because that's what makes you get cheated on.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather be famous or rich?
Rich.
Would you rather find the love of your life or find $1 million?
Love of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cute.
Yeah,
That's
if you have
nice.
they say if you have one friend, one love of your life, you rich.
That's your love.
Yeah, you rich.
That's
yeah.
facts. Would you rather be able to travel everywhere for free or eat everywhere for free? Eat.
Travel.
Travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
They said the world is a big book. If you stay in one place, you stay in one chapter.
That's
Yeah.
facts. Truth or dare?
Go ahead.
Which one?
Dare.
Which one do you want? No, somebody go ahead.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. All right. Would you rather feed the homeless people for free for a week, or would you rather feed the White House staff for cheap for an hour? Come on.
Who care about the White House staff?
The White House staff is because you're feeding the president and everybody else who
Yeah,
does
I'm trying
not
to
serve
I'm
you.
trying to get in there to feed the staff. I'm trying.
What?
He
They don't fuck
feed.
with you.
You said no to the homeless.
You
Yeah,
said no to the
I do the
homeless?
homeless every I've done that before. Yeah.
And how did that turn out?
Half of them don't need that shit. Half of them they want some drugs. I even say, yo, you want $5 or you want a Thanksgiving? They like, give me the $5.
Damn.
Wow.
That's sad, homeless folks. Y'all gotta get
Yeah.
right. But
Homeless don't
y'all
need-
heard it for it,
All
and that
right.
is the wrap up for Nobody Safe.
Nobody
We
Safe
have
with
Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak.
And he's been a great guest for us, y'all.
Yes,
Just one more time. Tell them where they can
Tell 'em
find
where
you.
you
What
can find you,
platform?
baby.
What platform?
Instagram.
In the fucking hood.
You are not even in the hood for real.
Tell us your platforms, baby, so we know exactly where we need to find you. We're gonna put them right here.
This is it's downtown Atlanta. I'm inside Atlanta. Philly Cheesesteaks, the Ferris wheel, Kirk Street Market. Just pull up Philly Cheesesteaks, not cheesesteak.
And they're good,
Cheesesteaks.
too.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes,
amazing. See how they get
Atlanta,
that shit right.
A-Town.
Listen.
Piece of
Thank
A-Town
y'all so
down.
much.
A-Town song.
All right, y'all. Catch us at the next one, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
One little, advice, piece of advice to the ladies of Atlanta. Just I tell all my young lady friends, stay sucker free.
Stay
Period.
sucker free.
Stay
Don't play
sucker
for these
free.
dumbass broke
Don't play with it.
ass
Don't play
niggas.
with it. Don't play with it.
Sucker
Nobody's
free.
safe. We're
Nobody's
done.
safe.
Bye.